Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To begin with, the Australian dollar yesterday challenged the downside 3 times and stabbed at that 76.45 level, as you can see here, and rejected. Currently, the market has found bullish momentum and could see a further climb into today's session and look towards a resistance of 76.95. Now above there, towards 77 figure 40, I still see as a supply zone. The reason behind that is the challenges upon the top side 77 handle. You can see the market is clearly fouled. And with the bearish divergence holding here from this high, the next high and the next high towards 77.30, is the stochastic indicator is declining. Therefore, I do expect to see any fresh challenges towards the top side failing and likely to see fresh positions to the short side and eventually see a market sell off and retake on the 76.45 challenge. Then beneath there, do note that a break of the 95.05 support level would give further exposure to the downside and look to a target of 74.85 to 95. Well, after 2 attempts to the upside recently of 106 figure 40, the euro has found further weakness, however hasn't taken on the challenge of 104.55 as yet, even though we have gone through the first support of yesterday of 105.55. In light of the current pattern, and also if we look to the daily time frame, the market is still supportive for a further challenge. Now a break beneath the support of 104.55 would see further exposure and bring in this near 14-year low that was challenged around December last year of 103.4065 and reassess from there. Any fresh attempts towards the upside today should find resistance around 105.85 and higher, with a firm resistance capping around 106.5560. Well, dollar yen still holding to its gains from yesterday, the break of 112.80 and then higher towards 113.70 does now look for further coverage to the upside, especially with the dollar index now about to take on the 101.70 challenge. Now, if the index breaks above that level, this should promote dollar yen to rally further and look towards 114.35 and maybe even up towards 114.70 to the 115.50 handle that we saw back in late January. Any weakness on the day should find demand coming in now at 113.20. Now a break beneath the support level, which is seen around 112.55.75, would give further coverage to the downside, but at this stage it's unlikely, clearly from the technical setup. The sterling breaks further overnight to the downside after taking out the 123.80, which now exposes the support seen around 121.40.80 and reassess from there. Although a break beneath 121.40 would give further exposure to the downside, and also take note is that it would see that the flash crash that we saw back in October, it exposes the target down towards 120 to 118. So clearly from a point of 121.40, if we break beneath there, does give further emphasis to the downside. Any further upside attempts in the next 24 hours should find resistance now at 123.45 and firmer above at 124.10. The gold story, well, since the rejection of 1,263, the market finds support now at 1,238 after rebounding in the early sessions of this morning. In light of the current pattern, we could see further gains to the upside and look back now towards a resistance of 12.53 to 56. However, up towards that region of 60.64 should find resistance and likely to see another rejection. And to finish up on silver, well, market rebounds from that level at 18.20, but however, the challenge towards that 18.44 has failed for about the 4th time, and now posts a long tail doji. This in terms gives a hesitance towards the upside for the bulls. And while we'd see further rejection from that region, I do hold the immediate target of 32 on 18, and then look down towards the main support at 18.20 and reassess from there. In the unlikely event we get a break above 44, then this would bring further rounds of demand and take the challenge up towards $18.54 to 60. So that wraps up my intraday webinar. Thank you very much for joining me, and for additional information please look out for the report that will be released shortly.